Hey, I'm Jake Nelson, and this is the instruction video for the Summit Dual Threat Pro SD. So we're going to go through unboxing assembly, use, show you how to use the adjustable front bar, the dual position seat, the FasTrack accessory rail. So let's go ahead and get into unboxing and assembly. All right, so you're going to have a lot of packaging material. We try to keep it as damage free as possible. So first thing that's going to come out is going to be your dual position seat in that original bottomland camo. And as you're unboxing too, you want to check everything for damage. Make sure there was no damage in transit, and that everything is present and in good condition. So here you got both climber halves as well as your climber cables. Everything zip tied together and in good shape. And then you're gonna have a big accessory packet, which just comes with all arm pads, end caps, RapidClimb stirrups and all that, as well as your instruction packet and your harness and its instructions as well. All right, now that we've got everything unpackaged, we're gonna start assembly with your climbing cables. So I like to put these on the shortest climbing setting just to help minimize the footprint when you're not at the tree itself that you're gonna be climbing. Helps with backpacking and just space management in the truck. So now we're going to install the end caps. So you need a firm surface to do this, but one that's not going to mark up your powder coating. A piece of carpet or the cardboard packaging over concrete is a great way to do that. All right, so you're just going to line this up with the holes and press it in with a rubber mallet. All right, now we're going to set up the seat platform. So the adjustable bar setup, here's where you actually have a choice. So shown here, you've got the bar down in its climbing position, and you can include these pins which allow you to flip it up into a gun rest position. If you're just using a bow, you can actually raise your seat up and place the adjustable bar up under the seat. If that's the only configuration you want, you can leave these pins out because they're only used up in the gun rest position. A different configuration, you can actually leave this bar completely off. It saves a couple pounds, and you use a hand climber method instead of a sit-stand climber method. So if you want a hand climber out of your dual threat, then just skip installation altogether of this front bar. Save all your hardware in case you do want to use it along with the adjustable front bar at a later time. But if you want to set it up, say in the rifle configuration with these retention pins here, we're going to show you that. If you want to set it up in the bow rest configuration, all you're going to do is swap out these retention pins for the metal washer in place of that. We'll go ahead, slide the front bar into position and get ready with the first bolt. You're gonna have these washers help dampen sound, and they're gonna go in between the metal to metal connections, except for this carriage bolt, which is gonna go inside the frame, inside the arm as shown here. But you're gonna have one washer that goes in between the arm and the seat frame. So just gotta line that up. All right. Then in between this connection point. All right, and see how the carriage bolt sits down in that square hole in the adjustable arm. And you're gonna have one more with those washers. And then, like I said, here, if you're gonna use the pins, here's where we use this pin with the washer connected to the tether, or in a bow hunting only mode, you'd substitute out for just the metal washer. All right, now that we've got both hardware set up, mirror image of each other on each side, we're gonna go ahead and wrench tighten. And we want at least 3 threads to be protruding outside the exposed bolt. And I like to get it to where it's snug enough to where when you rotate it, it stays on its own. So particularly when you're bow hunting, you've got the seat up and you tug it up under you, it stays there on its own. Just with the torque on the bolt, there's enough pressure there. All right, and now we're gonna finish the seat platform assembly with the arm pads and then the seat. We'll start with the arm pads on this upright. And then your long and skinny one is going to go on this front bar. It's designed to be snug on there, just to resist rotation. And it also goes around the corners a little bit to give you max coverage on there. I like to start zippering it up in the middle section here. All right, so the last thing to get the seat platform set up, we are going to put the seat on. So one unique thing about this stand is it comes with our dual position seat. So you've got your standard buckles shown here, attachment points, so that's same as every other summit climbing tree stand, but the dual position seat does have a second attachment point. So it's got these slider bar buckles right under the middle of the seat. So particularly when you're bow hunting, sitting up high is really an advantage, and that attachment point allows you to sit that seat basically even with the frame. So what we're gonna do, turn the seat up and come around here. We're gonna lay the seat in and we'll start here. And one thing, you can't mix and match attachment points. So either all 4 need to be attached to the standard location, or all 4 need to be in this second attachment point. So I'll show the standard installation first. You just slide the D buckle that's attached to the end of the strap into that slider bar. Make sure there's no tangles. Bring bar around, slide that down a little bit, insert it like that. All right, so we've got all 4 seat straps connected. So kind of stretch that out a little bit. You can see how it'd be sitting once you get it on a tree. So nice and low, which is a great position, really lets you utilize the gun rest when you're up at climbing height or hunting height. But let's say that you're bow hunting and you want to sit up high in the climber frame. That's when we would utilize this second attachment point. So I'm going to slide this buckle down a little into this position, so you're not getting any rubber to metal contact, just prevent any noise or rubbing or anything there. But this D buckle attaches to the slider bar the same way as it does with the one that's on the mid span of the strap, but it goes through there. The unique thing about this position, you're actually going to connect this same strap, this other end, onto the same buckle. And I'll show that now. It can be easier so that there's not any tension if you slide the seat down to this, you know, V section. It gives you a little extra room to work with. There we go. So you can see flat with the frame. Again, imagine now you're bow hunting, tuck that up under. Great vantage point for bow hunting. All right, so we're gonna install the backpack straps on your foot platform. Just want to get these oriented right and bring them through with the buckles basically upside down in this position, form a loop, and then come through. That way everything's oriented correctly once you get it through there. And just pull tight and try to get them as even as possible. Then bottom straps, that's our tourniquet strap. Bottom straps, simply put the closed in loop around, pull the free end through, cinch tight, and just like a regular old backpack strap, thread through and pull tight. And then while you're backpacking, you know, this is what's used for adjustment. And same thing for the other one. All right, now we're going to put on our umbilical cord. So this very important cord is what attaches your foot platform to your seat platform. So if you're ever to lose control of your foot platform for whatever reason during the climbing process, it just, this is what catches it and allows you to recover that foot platform. Very important piece of equipment. On the foot platform, you simply put the closed in loop it around this location here on the frame, put your clip in through and pull tight. All right, now we're gonna put on our RapidClimb stirrups. So this opening is meant to go here, and you've got a hex bolt and a wing nut. And on the outside of the frame, you've got the hex bolt is captive and the wing nut meant to go on the inside here. And we don't have to worry about an exact location now, because before we climb any trees, we're gonna put this on the ground. And the wing nut allows us to just simply loosen it up and slide it where we need to based on the footwear that we're wearing that day, and then tighten it right back down. So that's something that you're gonna want to do at the base of the tree before climbing. So then repeat for this one. Again, that hex head is captive on the outside. The wing nut goes on. Final step on the stirrup installation is the heel bungee. And so this goes on the tree side of the stirrups. So this allows you to, the bungee just provides a constant pressure keeping your boot inside there. Then on the other side, come around and hook it into place. And so this allows your boot to come in, your heel pushes back, and it keeps a constant pressure of your foot into the stirrup. And so that's it for assembly. You do have a tourniquet strap, and we use this to secure our seat platform once we get up to hunting height, and it also keeps the halves together when we nest it. So we will go ahead and nest it now. So, put your seat platform down. So this is the wider of the two platforms. Get our seat backrest out of the way. And then foot platform goes inside there. Push it tight. Go ahead and wrap this around a couple of times, keep this secured and from making any noise while you're climbing in or hiking in. Go. Push that, and then push the seat backrest up through here. We can use the backrest bungee cord to secure it. And then the tourniquet strap to get them all locked down together. So there's many ways to do this. This is just my preferred way, trying to minimize noise coming in by getting them both secured together, no loose moving parts. And then one of the other things I really like about this particular way of packing it in, the bottom of the seat actually sits, if it's sized correctly, sits right on your lower back and kind of acts like lumbar support there. So now add in your harness and you're ready to go into the woods. All right, so now we're out in the woods ready to practice with our new dual threat Pro SD. And so one thing before, you actually go out and hunt with this stand, you want to practice it, practice all the motions at ground level, get comfortable with it, prior to actually going out and hunting with it. And so really the first step is selecting a tree. So you want to select a good live, straight tree, no obstructions between the ground level and where you're actually going to hunt at. As well as these stands are rated between a minimum diameter of 8 inches to a maximum diameter of 20 inches. So that's the diameter of the tree that you can use this stand on. So we've got a good straight tree here, no obstructions. It's the right size. So I'm gonna go ahead, unpack our stand. All right, so now we're gonna start with the foot platform. So always wanna put the foot platform on first. That way, your seat platform isn't up above your head while you're trying to put your foot platform on. And the first thing we're gonna do is double check our RapidClimb stirrups. You notice, I'm wearing hunting boots. Another good good practice, you know, whether it be you're actually practicing out in warm weather, is actually practice with the footwear that you're going to be hunting in, because that will affect foot placement of these stirrups. But you can actually, you know, size them up at ground level. So I'm, you know, got it sitting on the ground. I'm going to go ahead, make sure they're in the right position. You can just loosen up the wing nut, slide them down, and then tighten back up. So it's the position I'll have good control of my foot platform. So now it's ready to go ahead and put on the tree. So to disengage the cable, I'm going to pull down on the quick draw spring, push back on the cable to where the cable stop clears the spring, and then bend up and out, and then pull out. And this is a step where actually bending the cable can help keep damage from occurring to this rubber coating that goes onto our steel tree cable. Now, free end goes around the tree. Cable goes back into the cable bracket. Slide the cable stop forward, and then you can see that the cable stop has cleared the quick draw spring. So you'll notice also this is now at a quite elevated upward angle. We do want an upward angle, but not quite this exaggerated. So I'm going to come over here and adjust the height on this side. So same thing, disengage, re-engage. So now we've got a fairly gentle upward angle, and so what this is going to do at the at ground level, you know, the tree diameter is actually bigger than it is going to be at your hunting height. So an upward angle here is going to allow the tree stand to actually level out once you get higher up into the tree. So this looks about right. I'll lower it down a little bit and come in here with the seat platform. So I'm just gonna repeat the exact same steps. Now I'm going to check that every cable stop is fully engaged and all the quick draw springs are where they need to be, and connect my umbilical cord. So this was previously, the umbilical cord was previously installed on the foot platform during the initial assembly. Now we're going to come up around and loop it around the seat platform and connect it back on itself. And now fold the seat up onto itself and connect this backrest strap to itself. So this will just keep it nice and out of the way while we're climbing. All right. So now we've got the seat up in the bow hunting position. So we'll do the bow hunting configuration climbing first. So before you step into, also when you unpack your stand, need to get your tourniquet strap that you used to hold the two halves together. Actually, get that packed up and keep it on your person so that once you get up to your hunting height, you can actually put it around the seat platform, and that keeps the tree teeth engaged. You know, while you stand up, or whether it be to take a shot or get a better view or whatever. Once you take the weight off your seat platform, that strap actually keeps the teeth engaged. So extremely important, stay connected to the tree via your harness from the moment you leave the ground to the moment you come back down and touch the ground. So the whole time you're climbing, you need to be wearing your harness and connected to the tree. You want to follow all your harness instructions and minimize slack in your line and your tether line as you climb the tree. All right, so now we've gained entry into the tree stand. You notice that the adjustable front bar is in the downward climbing position. It should never be in the gun rest position while climbing for any reason. So always when you're climbing in the downward position as shown here. So now that we're up on the foot platform, we're gonna get our feet into the stirrups, move and begin climbing with the sit staying climbing procedure. So bring your seat platform up to where you can get your weight comfortably and securely centered on that front bar, and then bring the foot platform up, and then just repeat that process, and always bringing your tether strap up with you as you go. So you want to minimize slack in this strap as you go up the tree. So bring it up with you. So again, bringing the seat platform up, get your weight on that front bar, and bring foot platform up. Slow controlled movements are best here. All right, let's assume here we've gotten to our hunting height. Again, we're gonna bring this tether strap up. And in the bow position, I'm going to have the bar up under the seat so that I can have an open front climber while I'm hunting. So, really makes it easy for a seated shot. So in order to get the bar under the seat, I've got my feet out of the stirrups. I'm gonna lower the seat down and then step back over with both of my feet, raise this back up to where I'm gonna want it in the seated position, and rotate that bar all the way. Now, I'm gonna get my tourniquet strap out. Again, this is gonna keep the teeth engaged with the tree at all times while hunting. Now disengage the seat backrest strap, slide my seat forward, get that around the tree. It's nice and tight. And ready to sit down. So now I'd bring up my bow and any gear that I've got with my bow rope at this point, and ready to hunt. All right, time to climb down. So we're gonna lower all our gear down with our bow rope. Stand up. Going to detach our seat backrest strap, and get that folded up and attached back onto itself, so we can get that scooted up out of the way while we're climbing. Detach our utility tourniquet strap. then lower our seat platform down. Step back over that front bar. And get our feet in our stirrups. And then to descend, we're just going to repeat the sit stand climbing process to go down the tree. So sit on your seat platform. Back down to the bottom of the tree. We're going to go ahead and step out of our stirrups. And step down onto the ground. And now we can go ahead and disconnect our harness from the tree. Then to disconnect from the tree, you just again pull down on the quick draw retention spring, pull your cable stop up and out, slide that all the way back in, which is better for nesting. I like to again put the cable stops all the way in for nesting, so then repeat for the foot platform and nest it back up. But now we're going to show the rifle configuration going up and down. So for the rifle configuration, we actually we'll go up, we'll swing our adjustable bar into the gun rest position, then we'll use our 2 pins to retain that in the gun rest position. But before we go up, we're going to move our seat into the downward position. So I prefer to sit a little bit lower in the stand when I'm rifle hunting. And the height of your seat is adjustable, so you can move this buckle up closer to the seat for a shorter strap length, or really max out the strap length here to sit as low as possible. So we're going to move all 4 strap points away from this middle connection point. All right, got the seat nice and low, which is how I like to rifle hunt. Really allows for the best utilization of this front bar as a gun rest. So now just gonna tuck it up the same way as we did before. Get that backrest strap attached on itself, and then tucked out of the way. And then I'm going to repeat the exact same climbing process until we get to hunting height. So instead of tucking the front bar up under our seat, we're actually just going to go ahead, set up our seat, sit down, and then get it pinned into the gun rest position. All right, climb back up to hunting height using our sit stand procedure, sitting on that front bar so we're at the height we want to hunt at. And go ahead, take our tourniquet strap, get that installed. Go ahead and get our seat installed. So get that unfolded. sure our straps are sitting right. All right, and so now we can go back around the tree. When it's sitting this low, I prefer just to hook it around the tree cables right here. Now just gonna go ahead and turn around, sit down, get our seat slid forward. Go ahead and get this adjustable front bar in the gun rest position. Both pins. All right, so now we can go ahead and bring our gear up, ready to hunt. All right, ready to climb back down. So we're gonna disengage the adjustable front bar into the lower climbing position. Again, I just like to store these here around the arm pads, just nice and quiet, and keeps them out of the way. So we're gonna same way that we climb down in the bow hunting configuration, we're gonna climb down, and then we'll show you the hand climber configuration, which is where the adjustable front bar is completely gone. So instead of the sit, stand, climb method, we'll use the hand climbing method. But you know, for right now, we'll climb down with the sit, stand, climbing method, same way we did before. All right, here we've got the open front configuration. So same open front hunting experience once you get up to hunting height, but the difference here is gonna be instead of a sit, stand, climbing method, you're gonna do a hand climber method. So that can either be kind of a dip style where you got you're controlling your weight with your hands here, or lay your forearms across here. But and then once you get up to hunting height, the way you attach a seat to the tree, the tourniquet strap around the seat platform, everything else is going to be the same as the other methods we showed you earlier. All right, so similar type motions, you know, we're going to bring our seat platform up and then followed by our foot platform. It's just the way that we hold our weight's going to be different. So it's going to be more upper body here, where we've got our forearms and our hands gripping here below the quick draw location. Then our weight on our forearms, bring the foot platform up. Then just repeat that process. The other way to do it in this configuration is to do more of a dip style, where I've got my hands over here. So just a different way of supporting the weight. And then once we get to hunting height, we're gonna put our utility strap around our seat platform, attach our seat, get our feet out of our stirrups, turn around and be ready to hunt. And then pull up all our gear, attach any FasTrack accessories that we want, ready to descend, all our gear down, get our seat back in this nice tucked up position, get our tourniquet strap off, feet back in full control of our foot platform, and then either the forearm method or a dip style. So the dual threat is part of our Pro series of stands. So one key feature of the Pro series is this FasTrack accessory rail that we've got around the perimeter of the seat frame. So you can see here the bow holder installed and the phone holders here on the other side. We also have an ultimate hook and a pair of rifle holders. So really great solution for keeping your gear close to you and secured to your stand, out of the way when you don't need it, but ready to go when you do. And then the way that you install these is through these entry ports here. And there's one on the corresponding side as well. So you got 2 entry ports on this model. And then you just loosen up the T-bolt, get enough slack in there, slide in that rail, and then just tighten it down. And then if you want to put, one further down, you need to do that at ground level. Just take off your seat strap. Slide it to where you want to go, tighten down, and then reinstall your seat strap. All right, and that's a wrap on the Dual Threat Pro SD instructional video. Any questions y'all got, y'all can go to summitstands.com. We've got additional written and video instructions there, as well as contact with our customer service. Remember, practice with your gear at ground level. Get familiar and comfortable with your gear. Always wear your harness and stay connected to the tree till you get back down on the ground. And good luck out there.